Yeah, guys, if you're not going to speak, mute yourself, please.
Hello,
Yep.
YouTube.
Everybody, please mute yourself if this is your first VC. If it's not your first VC, you should probably know better. So everybody, please mute yourself. I still see a couple stragglers pouring in, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce myself for anybody that's not familiar with who I am. My name is Nino Man. I came over to this fantastic opportunity from another project I was a lead of. I ran a marketing and business development crypto project over there, and I had a vision for something larger. I teamed up with some people that shared a ginormous dream with me, and I can't wait to introduce those people as well as part of our founding board. And I'm so excited for everybody in here. It's been a long time. I've been like waiting to just find a project like this. And I can't believe that I'm going to be the one that actually. Who's not muted? Who is that?
I just muted him.
Thank you. I'm just so excited to present our vision to you guys and what this project's going to be. I'm so excited to have everybody's support in here. What makes me even more happy is just seeing all the different corners of crypto that are in here. Russ We Trust, Mavs, Angels, Empire. I'm so excited for that, and I'm beyond words at the support that we've got. And somebody doesn't know how to use VC. Who is that? Matthew, can you? Thank you.
Hey, thanks for showing your face, buddy.
Yeah, doxed.
Screenshot. All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our board first and our team members. So first up is Mr. Mike Spear. Mike, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for really tuning in to what we're going to discuss and roll out over the coming weeks, and how we've really all come together with a common goal and a vision that we can be better in DeFi with all of the people from the real world that aren't just the Telegram investors, and really bring something to life. So we have a lot of like-minded people here on the board. I come from about 20 years of marketing and operations experience. Agencies, and I've had a passion in the DeFi space for a while with the Mavericks and DeFi. And Mavericks is one of the things that's going to be rolled up under ball with this new company, with Nino really leading the charge here at our board of 7. So I will, if anybody has any questions, always feel free to shoot me a message. I'm always around, but I'll let Nino continue with the introductions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. Next up, we have Mr. Javon Roach.
Hey guys, so a lot of you probably know me from Empire. Basically, I've had a trading group for the last 2 years. I run a couple of businesses, and I have a lot of management experience going back for about 10 years. Me and Nino have a similar vision, just like Mike and everybody that's being introduced here, and we want to bring that to you guys. We want to bring everything together. Everybody can accomplish so much more if we're working together, and it's really cool to have people with that same vision here. So I'm really proud of these guys and what we've accomplished so far and what's coming. Very excited for that.
Thank you, Javon. Now next up is one of our developers. Ghost, are you on here?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Ghost. So this is one of our Accell CTOs and founding board member. Ghost.
Hey everyone, I think you guys from Nucleus already know me, but so to people who don't know me, I'm the ghost of crypto. But yeah, I come from experience mainly in development of centralized crypto platforms and protocols and government cryptocurrency protocols, and we started off with Nucleus and everything. We started off with a vision, and we started off with all these protocols and platforms that help make DeFi a better place. But the one thing we were always missing was a voice to our platform and for the people, because since we are developers, we didn't really have that connection to the people. We were thinking, I tend to think in digital, I tend to think in numbers, I tend to think in code. So whenever we were doing things, there was that always missing that, we were missing that connection. And then we found out there's this amazing group of people that had the same mission as us and basically completed this perfect circle that needed to make DeFi a better place. And I'm excited for the journey that's coming, and I'm excited for everyone here right now and everyone who's invested in all three of these tokens, because I know how big this is going to be, and you all are early, really early to the revolution of crypto, if I may say. And I'm excited to be part of that. Thank you, Nino.
Thank you. Next up is our one of our developers as well. His name is Sean. Sean, are you here?
Yeah, yeah. Glad to be here, to be honest. I mean, looking at all these people and who keep trust on us. It's pretty crazy what's happening around us, like all big names all coming together at once. As a part from the Nucleus family, I'm gladly welcome you all, and I reckon we have a good future all together. As we're building all the platforms. I mean, I'm Sean, and I reckon some people know me. Well, I'm just focused on more on platforms like bridges and swaps and all stuff. That's pretty much. I mean, I know you guys can talk here. I'm a bit sick, so I can't talk much today.
No problem.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, that's fine. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, bud. All right, next up, one of our scientists in the lab, and known as the mad scientist, and one of the guys really helping push this project to new limits and innovating. The mad scientist. Go ahead.
Hey guys, for the Rekt family, it's Joey Rekt, and I come from a different background than a lot of people. Right, I spent a lot of time in the military, and my initial training and not training in the military, but my initial education is in coding. Not really my favorite thing to do, but I do love architecting, and that's kind of where I come in, is the product and architecting of how we make this function and what we can bring to you guys for the most value to the team. I'm super, super excited because nobody's done this. Nobody has attempted to build what we're building in the fashion we're building it. And I've been around for doing this for quite a bit now. Started trading and getting into crypto back in 2016, and started working and developing and working with different tokens, coins, etc. For a long time now, learning how all of this functions. And that's the glory of this team, is that they all bring something really special to the team, and they all have different strengths, and we can leverage all of those strengths to really, really build what we're building, this revolution of products for DeFi, and using this technology to really take this next step that we need to in everything else in the world, because this technology is so much more than just a currency. So super excited to be here, super excited to be on the board and helping with this.
Thank you, sir. And save the best for last but not least, somebody that's connected in pretty much every community and Telegram that I ever go into. And hopefully going to continue with his networking and doing a great job of that for us here at Accel Defi. You guys know him as Johnny Wallets.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm a little unprepared driving out to go get dinner. I bring it back to the house, so I don't have a long speech written out like Mike, but some of you guys know me as Johnny Wallets, also known as Captain Rekt. That is me, for anybody wondering.
The man, the myth.
Yeah, so I'm not sure which name I'll be using in the future, but I might still use both. But anyway, appreciate everybody showing up. Appreciate the support and love and Rekt. We're just getting started, really. So, thank you.
Yep, thank you, man. So that's those are the founders of Accel Defi, guys, and we're so happy to be here. Next on the agenda, we're going to discuss how we came about, the vision, and then we're going to review the business, the overall aspects of the business, what that means for you guys as holders, what that means for DeFi in general, and how we kind of all tie it together. So the vision is simple for everybody. It's for me at least, and I'm sure with the rest. Whenever I do something, I don't do it to be average. I don't want to just be another project. I don't want to be just something else. I've always tried to pioneer and be the first, and then learn off that and do it again and make it better and keep going. And anybody that knows me in real life, or in my life, will attest to that. So I wanted to be something that nobody's seen before. I wanted to connect people that normally don't connect. I wanted to put together something that had everything internally to bring value, and not only to the holders but to the consumer, because whenever you do that and you just focus on that and you treat people right and you treat people with respect and you build a business based on the morals and values that people uh, crave to have in their daily lives, you really build something special. And that's really when magic starts to happen. And I crave that. And that's why I left my last project. I wanted to build something in my own vision that incorporated new technology. Right, we're in a place where technology is just it's here for the taking. Most of us came in 2021 into crypto, and it all started with projects like Sheeb or some of the other big ones and altcoins, and that's why we're all here. And I think the space is just really needing something of this magnitude right now, with everything just being a quick flip, or how do I get rich overnight or anything. We want to bring something with value and something with substance and something that we can continue to develop and innovate daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly, to the best part of our project, which is our holders and our community. And I think we found a really cool way to do that for you guys. And we're going to go over that as well. So, how it all started, we had the idea. I had an offer on the table from Rug or Treat, which was which was supposed to be the pre-sale into like Empire, um, and then Rekt, and that turned into its own thing with some really cool technology, and they were going to merge those two together. And while we were discussing, obviously the Nucleus community went through a little change of losing their PR and their voice and their face of the franchise. And I myself, as an investor in Nucleus, I had a really hard time understanding the project. I understood Dex Runner. I just didn't understand how I would benefit from any of it, because there were like multiple tokens that I had to purchase. Then I had to like stake. Then I had to like buy shares, and it all just didn't make sense to me. And when I was the lead of the marketing team, Nucleus approached us, and even like during and Ghost will laugh at this, but like 2-3 hour voice chats, I was still asking like, how does it all work? I don't get it. And that was an issue. So whenever they lost their voice, or whenever your community lost their voice and their lead, I saw an opportunity to connect something that a lot of people don't get to say they have, and that was a platform that is revenue generating, but also two really high skilled, if not the best skilled devs in crypto, that can constantly build and innovate. And it wasn't just the platform, but it was the people behind it. Because I've been in businesses where they're multi-million-dollar businesses and corporate, and they get bought out and they get rid of the people and the business goes to shit. But this business had two people that worked for it that really had passion for their business. But I just don't think they understood that it was just confusing a lot of people, and or their voice just wasn't portraying it correctly. So we approached them and said, hey, look, we have this 2 coin merger. What do you think about a possible third with you guys? However, we need to oversimplify this project. take the best parts about it, and then make it simple for a holder like you guys to come in and understand what's happening. So they agreed to do that once they met the team behind it, and they wanted myself and Mike and Johnny and Mad to all be kind of like our front facing community. And they just wanted to really go into the lab and build cool shit. So it was like a match made in heaven. I was seeking the cool innovation, and they were seeking somebody to just talk all day and talk to the community. So that's how we decided on that. So now to go over the business, guys. I think what we're building here is amazing, and we're just going to dive right in. So essentially what's going to happen is all you guys are going to swap your tokens out come December 15th for a new token, which is going to be Accel Defi. This token, for lack of a better word, is going to be our super coin. It's going to have a lot of technology built in. Can somebody mute whoever that is? Or mute yourselves, please. I can't find him. There he is.
It's pesos safe.
Thank you. So yeah, so for lack of a better word, it's going to be our super coin. It's going to have a lot of stuff built into it, and it's going to produce a lot of revenue with the platforms we surround it with, and it's going to act as a one-stop shop, so you don't have to worry about staking or not staking, but share tokens and all that stuff. So on December 15th or by December 15th, you're going to stake your 3 tokens, or I'm sorry, not stake, but you're going to swap them for Accel coin. And that's going to be based on value for the most part. There's going to be some other integrations with it that Ghost is going to discuss. But it doesn't really matter which one you're purchasing at this point. It's all going to be relative at that point. And we're going to take all the liquidity and we're going to dump it into Accel coin. Then what we're going to do, it's going to have a few different features. The first of which is we're probably going to launch it on multiple blockchains. 2 to start for sure, possibly 4. Those 4, Mad, correct me if I'm wrong, is going to be Ethereum, BNB, Matic, and Arbitrum, correct?
That's the current big 4 that we're currently looking at. Yes.
Yep. So not sure if we're going to do all 4 just to start, but we are aiming to do 2 of them right off the bat. We're also going to look to list on a central exchange right away as well. Also, our taxes, we're going to build in a reflection tax or redistribution tax on every single blockchain. That's going to come back to the holders who decide to stake their token. So once you get your tokens, if you stake it, you're going to receive those rewards based on the tax. Then we're going to go ahead and build a staking platform. So if you stake the token, you're going to be able to earn rewards. So the rewards are going to come from revenue that we generate as a entire business, and it's going to be multiple ways of doing that. So the first one obviously is Dex Runner. Dex Runner might have a rebranded name, but for right now, we're going to call it what everybody knows it as. So Dex Runner is a platform that is coming out. Essentially, it's like a plaza for you to do anything, or a shopping mall for you to do anything you want in terms of building a coin. It's going to have a launchpad, KYC, level 1, level 2. It's going to have a wallet. It's going to have liquidity, locking, pre-sale functionality, and more. And Ghost, you can add more. I know there's like a ton of products on that platform. You can add more as well if you want.
So Dextrona, when talking about Dextrona, it's kind of hard to list all the products because we have all the layer 1 and layer 2 products, liquid lockers, pre-sale platforms, and everything. And on top of that, we have pay systems that with guaranteed service pay systems. We have the wallets. We have a trading tools platform that incorporates like every single analysis tool you could think of for a token. There's the NFT marketplace platform. There's a gaming development based platform. there's quite a bit of products like they're coming with external. So just think of everything you could need to be successful in crypto, in technical wise or like a platform wise. Think of every platform there is, and put all of that into one place. And think of any platforms that doesn't exist, but you hope that existed, that you wish that existed, and put those into that place as well. Then you can think. Then you get what Dextrona has.
Yep. There you go. So it's all in one. So obviously it's going to be a cost to the consumer. All that revenue generated is going to go into, or most of it's going to go into the staking pool and reward the holders. Next up, I am going to go ahead and build a marketing company and marketing project internally. This is going to be the backing of the entire system. So the reason I'm doing this is for two reasons. One, I want to release the most innovative technology always, and I want to release cool products. We're going to come out with games, play to earn games. We're going to come out with NFTs. We're going to come out with all that. And what I've realized in marketing is that all of those items are only as good as people finding out about them. So I want to build a really strong foundation within our team and a strong marketing project internally. So that way, whenever we come out with these products, I don't have to go spend $300,000, $600,000, $1 million on external marketing team. I can go and hit the ground running and market these always. So I'm going to build that internally. The second reason is for revenue. Obviously, you guys know my last project. We marketed, we did all that stuff. There's a lot of changes that I want to make. That's hopefully for the best. I also used to own a marketing and PR firm, and I do enjoy it. So what I'm looking to do is do a multi-level marketing. All right, and what that means is, yes, we're going to do a big project, but we're also going to have a lot of other things for projects to benefit from right now that are looking for eyes on them right now. We aren't just going to go ahead and do one project a month or two projects a month and just focus on that. We're going to be available to bring to the consumer, which is, and our holders, which are you guys, solid projects that we do in blitzes or that we call on a newly found call channel for us, or a casino, if you will. So we're going to have a casino. It's going to be tied to our coin. You're going to have to obviously go through a portal. The portal is going to have the disclaimer that, we found this project. We're not responsible for you playing it, but we're going to go ahead and announce it to all our holders that do like to trade daily on new projects, and we're going to announce it for people, and there's going to be some revenue generated from that as well. And for the projects that are that want this service, it's actually going to real people that actually want to go and purchase right away. So that's going to be one of our marketing strategies. On top of that, the room is going to be set up hopefully as soon as we get that technology down, DAO style. What that means is you're going to be required to hold the token and a minimum amount to actually access that room. Our entire foundation and all of our rooms that are going to produce value, including our Discord, are all going to be set up the same way. So if you want to get any of the value from our project, you're going to have to hold the token. You're going to have to be a holder and access these rooms or get the value from what we're putting out there. And that is going to bring value not only to what we're providing, but it's also going to encourage people to actually hold our token. On top of that, we came up with a strategy that we're either going to tie in the redistribution or possibly a pool of money. And whenever we do a marketing team, we're going to go ahead and either purchase or somewhat of that fashion the project that we're a large portion of the project that we are marketing. So for example, I'm just going to use a huge coin just so I don't announce a small altcoin or something like that. Let's say we started marketing Bitcoin. We're going to purchase a large amount of Bitcoin, and then we're going to tie that into our redistribution. What that means is two things. You as a holder, you're going to start receiving that coin as part of your 5% or whatever tax we decide, reflection or redistribution. You're going to have to go claim it, right? So it's going to do two things. It's going to help our marketing partner immediately, one, and two, it's going to allow our holders to actually go research these projects. We're not going to do these meme coins or anything like that. All of these projects are going to be fully researched and decided by our founders. So those are the big projects. So that's going to be exciting for our holders. It gives you guys another opportunity to not only hold our project long term, but we're going to give you guys some plays in between, because let's face it, I mean, that's what this space is all about. It's all about having fun, and a lot of us like to gamble and just do that off to the side. So that's what we're going to produce for you guys. We do have a large army of marketers, and I'm looking to develop even more marketers, and that way we expand our reach. And I do have an analytics team that's joining me to help us improve that reach and help us improve our marketing. Also, on top of the marketing, we're going to offer lower level services. I'm going to compare it to like a retail store or a clothing store. When you go in somewhere, you don't just have $1,000 belt or $1,000 pair of shoes. You need different levels to maximize your income potential. And the way you do that is you offer different services. So we're going to have different services as well. So if you want to be listed on our TikTok, you want a video, you want us to tweet about you for a day or two, you want a just quick shill, or you just want a quick call in the call room, whatever, in the casino room, whatever you want to do, we're going to have a menu option for you and a price range for you guys as developers of projects to reach out for us on a full scale marketing. Now, obviously, we do have the large project, but again, if you guys don't want that full scale and you just want something quick, we'll have that as well. So I think that's going to be entirely beneficial for our holders, since we'll go ahead and add that revenue to the staking pool as well. Also, inside of that marketing project, we're going to share revenue with our team members as well. So I'm going to be building a internal company, not a ranking system, but a real life. We're going to post positions that are available for hire. People are going to be able to fill those positions. One thing I didn't enjoy before is trying to, get people that tell me, "Hey, I have 100,000 followers on Facebook," and oh no, you have to start at the bottom. No, if you have 100 followers that are actively engaged and can be marketed to, that are actually involved in crypto, and you can show that engagement, then we'll move you up to the position that you're actually qualified for. So we're going to have a lot of positions opened up across our company or business, and you're going to pretty much interview for them, and our department heads are going to be managing them, and then those people are going to earn income essentially. In marketing, my entire philosophy, for anybody that's ever heard me talk, I don't believe in marketing funds to just go spend on a 100-foot billboard. They don't work. The chart has never ever shown that those work. They just get excited, and the only people that are buying are your current holders anyway, because they get excited that you're in Manhattan and they think somebody's actually going to buy. I believe in this space, our best marketers are people that are also in this space, and that they should get paid and compensated for their marketing. So we're going to build that marketing team. We're going to compensate them, and that's where the money's going to go, instead of these influencers that like the Kim Kardashians or the athletes that just, their people don't know how to go to Uniswap and swap. They don't know how to go to Pancake Swap and swap. They don't know how to exchange Ethereum or BNB. So we're going to find the people in this space with the largest network and that specialize in this space, and we're going to pay them to market not only our project but also other projects as well for compensation, and you guys as the holders are going to benefit from that. Next up, we're going to develop an entire education platform. Most of that's going to be done on Discord, but we're going to have a Telegram as well. And the great thing is, just as we were talking about setting up Telegram that way, Discord just announced that they are going to allow you to set up rooms that way as well. So you'll connect to the room. It ensures that you're a holder of the token, and then it'll allow you into the room where you can learn anything about leverage and charts and how to trade, anything you want about interacting with Uniswap or pancake swap, how to purchase, how to use slippage, how to use tax, pretty much anything that you need to learn how to trade in this space is going to be taught in our education platform. And all that revenue again is going to go back to the holders that are staked within the coin. Furthermore, we're looking at adding other options and features to our project. We're looking at getting backed by. Can I say the name of the card? Mad, is that a thing? Can I say that? Mad scientist, hello. Mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you.
We can hear you.
I guess he just disappeared, huh? Well, okay. I guess I'll just say it. So we're
Read a
looking at-
cue. That means no.
No, I think he's yelling in his mic. Yes, say it. But okay, I won't say the company, but we're looking at also attaching a debit or credit card. We're looking at a iOS and Android app development. We're looking at a chart pool or a chart system. Pretty much, we are looking to build everything and anything that brings value to consumers in this space. And anybody that uses it as a consumer will happily pay for it, and anybody that pays for it and anybody that holds our token will happily receive the revenue from it. And we look to tie all of this together with our amazing marketing, and we're just really excited to build this entire project up to be pretty much an all-in-one, and really let you guys as the holders benefit from all that hard work, and get you guys a coin that you guys can just really add, receive the value from, and see the value, and see how many use cases we have and how many revenue streams. And yeah, I'm just super excited to start building all this. Actually, a lot of it's already built. It's just getting you guys over to the new coin and starting our journey. So I'm really excited.
To the moon.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Yeah, guys, it's super exciting because no one's done this. And when you look at a lot of these coins and their use cases, they're in a single place, right? One small market, and we're gonna take our coin and move it into a use case of multi markets, and be able to grab that revenue from all of those and do it. We will be from a technical aspect, getting to you guys on exactly how all the swaps and getting the token and getting you all integrated into the platform will function, and building all of that out in a simple and easy way that you guys can all understand it. As much as I love all the tech stuff and nerding out over that, I know that it's not everybody's ball of wax. So, but this is really exciting.
All right. Does anybody from the team have anything to say before I open it up for questions? No, sir. All right. And then really cool also, we did pull the ether scans of all 3 tokens, and out of I think 3,900, we had 2,600 unique holders. So starting the project with a really strong foundation, strong communities in all 3, and we're just really excited about that. So we'll open it up for the community now for questions and answers, and specifically, if you guys have a question for someone specific, just let us know who you're asking.
Hey, Nino, before we open up for the questions, this might be a little bit of a confusion, something I've seen in the multitude of chats we have. So yes, everything that we talked about with all 3 tokens, with Rekt, the trading app, with Nucleus, the launchpad, the external launchpad, and the products and all that stuff, all of that is happening. And the marketing sector that's being built is being built on top of those products. So those products had the product that everyone needed, but didn't have the marketing that they needed to go to the investors, that they needed to go out to the world. So Nino and the team he's building, they are building that marketing team that needs to take all these amazing product and bring it to you guys, bring it to the other people that don't know about this stuff. So I think there was a confusion that some people thought like the Launchpad or like the Rekt app was it not happening or something like that. There was a few questions going around that, but no, everything that all those products that were promised by all the 3 tokens, they are happening. And this is just the cherry on top. This is just what's being added to that.
Yeah, well said. Thanks, Ghost.
Could someone address the gas fees to swap our tokens after or on December 12th?
So I have a conversation with the tech team after this to address how to mitigate those and how to determine the best way forward for that. So just kind of stay tuned. You know, we are. I have a plan and an idea that I think will work really, really, really well to mitigate a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
Because and Ghost and I are going to have a conversation after this to really figure all that out. There's going to be a couple of options. So, because yeah, you guys have already paid gas fees once, so you know, we're going to figure out the best way forward to ensure that you know you're not getting shafted at the gas fees twice, you know. But I have a plan. I have a plan. I just need to verify that we can make sure all the tech side of it works just like that. Okay.
Hey Matt, also while you're speaking, can you go over the Rekt community and what that's bringing to the table?
Yeah. So if you aren't in the Rekt token, like the Rekt token was born out of all of us that you know trade a lot in the decentralized exchange world, and what that means is that the decentralized exchange world doesn't operate like the centralized exchange world. You don't have efficient limit orders on decentralized exchanges. You've got this, I think it's like EAP 7124 signed contracts that you can do for swapping and whatnot for limit orders, but they're just not efficient or effective. And you don't have good trail stops that exist out there. And the ones that do exist only exist on certain chains, right? So as a trader myself, and also someone that doesn't have time to watch the chart 24/7, you know, I wanted this application so that I could set it and be like, hey, I want to take profits at this point, and you know, and not worry about waking up wrecked, right? Because there have been many times where like, you know, I just woke up and oh man, I'm down 50, 60, 70%, right? Because, you know, 1:30 in the morning my time is when China starts to wake up and they're dumping, or I missed a good entry or exit point at the top because I was asleep, or I decided I wanted to go have dinner with my family and not want to stare at the chart all the time, right? Those of us that do this a lot really, really understand that. So it just, it needed to happen, right? So this application is being built out. I hired an entire dev firm to build it out because it is an application that will be scalable to any decentralized exchange. And there's a whole revenue generation model that's going to come in with that as well. And that community is very near and dear to my heart because we have brought a lot of people who this was their first purchase on decentralized exchanges. This was their first time, some of them their first time buying any crypto, right? And so I want to show them, you know, how this is done right. So many of us in here have been just no pun intended, wrecked by projects that just weren't good. They didn't have the understanding of getting eyes on. They didn't have the understanding of community management. They didn't understand a go-to-market strategy, right? None of that. They just were like, all right, here it is. It's awesome, So by putting it over here with us and then also having the Rekt application, you'll be able to trade and, set your numbers where you want to sell. If you want to DCA down, we'll be able to DCA down automatically. Right. And then there's a whole other hardware piece that's coming along with this that you'll have an option to be able to use or buy, and whatnot. So it's a really, really cool project, and it's actually grown larger than my initial vision. So it's exciting because it's traders. Like, it's really, really exciting. And, being a trader myself, and, I don't do a lot of TA because, I've tried doing TA and it never really, made sense to me. But having, Bobby in the Rekt community he's a TA machine. And then just Jovan and having like literally a trading group that's what they do, right? And then the Rekt app on top of it, right? Like, it just, that group right there, that combination just builds a way that our investors can really truly maximize profits, and more importantly, minimize losses. This is the most volatile market you can ever play in, and it's why a lot of us love it. So that's what I got, guys.
Yeah, well said, man. Thank you so much. And I think just to add to that, we want to bring value. We want to change the space and redefine what it is to be a valuable token. And with everything that we kind of went over, all of that just shows what kind of value we're going to bring to this project, the innovation we're going to bring to this project, and we're going to all work the right way. We're going to work hard. We're going to work diligent, and we're going to treat people with respect and do it in a professional way that our holders can be proud of. So we're really excited about that. And all the same, like I said, Mike, Javon, Ghost, Sean, Mad, Johnny, we all have the same vision, and that's to be here long term, and just have fun and bring security and safety and fun back to this space. And I think that's I personally think we're going to build something super special here.
I do apologize for chiming in, but I found a site and I put the images in there. Is this how I would start buying Accell Finance?
So actually right now, Accell Finance is not currently launched yet. Currently the three tokens are...
I don't know if that's correct or not. So
Do you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so currently Accell is not a token. Accell is going to be launched on or before December 15th. Currently, we're looking at the three tokens being Or Treat, Nucleus, and Rekt token. We're looking at that as sort of a pre-sale for our launch. You guys are going to be able to swap. Still going to be launched on multiple blockchains, and so if you're looking to purchase now, you would be purchasing one of those three tokens listed. If you go into our main chat, which is Accel Defi official, it can pull up the contracts for you, and that way it can help you purchase one of those.
Okay.
Okay, I had a question.
But can somebody speak in terms of conversion ratio?
It's value based, right? So it's not. Okay, oops, I got somebody echoing. It's not token based, it's value based, right? So the value is what swaps over, because these all have different starting quantities, right? So if you've got 1 ETH in one, when you go to Accell, you'll have 1 ETH in value of Accell.
Perfect, thank you.
I have a question. You guys are planning to merge three tokens liquidity pools into one liquidity pool, is that correct?
Well, Actually, because we're launching on multiple blockchains, yes, yes, essentially one liquidity pool, but yes, that's kind of correct,
That was
right?
okay. The multiple blockchains was part of my second question. Once you go to launch on, let's say 4, you guys said, would you guys be chopping up that liquidity pool into 4 different sections to fund those different blockchains liquidity pools?
So we actually have external investors. Yes, portions of those will, right? One thing that we have learned that's especially true when you first start a token is that too large of a liquidity pool creates too much leverage. So the liquidity pool will be slightly smaller, but the value will be the same, if that makes sense. It all works on the XYK invariant on the bonding curve of how we make all that work. And since we have our own bridges, you'll be able to move side to side to go sell over on Binance, right? You'll be able to push it into the bridge, pull it out on Binance and go sell it over there, and vice versa, right? So that helps to also contribute to a volume drive, which
Gotcha.
then
So you guys will
creates
keep the
more
liquidity
rewards.
pools the same.
The overall liquidity pool will actually end up being larger, right? Across the chains, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
absolutely, no problem. I knew that, been around, so we kind of knew that question was going to come, but it's really exciting because that ability to grab those markets that function a lot on the BSC side, right? Like in the States, we kind of look down a little bit on the BSC side, but in Asia, that's where they really play at, is on the BSC side. And in India, the Matic side is where they really play. So to be able to grab those markets in there on the chains that those cultures use is really important to the overall strategy that we've got.
Yep, and I just got a DM just to explain to everybody there is no ranking system. That is not what we're building. We're building departments that will have positions available for hire, and people will be able to fill those positions. So we plan on having those positions fillable from the website, kind of like a real job description, and people will interview for those positions, and we'll make our decisions accordingly. So no, it is not a ranking system. We will have like real world business interaction and positions to fill based on the needs of the company. And then also the reason everybody will want to go in now, just for the 3 tokens are all set up to pay lower tax. So in essence, you are pre-salers and you get a cheaper tax rate at the purchases now. So just wanted to make sure that was clear, because I'm just kind of going through my DMs and reading some questions and people saying they're in a loud area or whatever. So if you guys want to type questions, just type it in main chat and I'll try to cover some. But anyway, it's back open to you guys.
Hey, this is Matt. Got a quick question for you. I come from the Rekt group. For the Rekt coin, we've been having a clothing merchandise store where a lot of the profits are rolling into the coin. Are you guys going to have an official Accell DeFi clothing line as well, or are we just going to have the Rekt ones stay individual and those profits get put into the new coin?
Oh, brother, yeah, absolutely, right? I mean, there's no reason that we're not going to have an Accell line as well, And again, right, the Rekt brand isn't going away, right? It's too much fun, right? So that clothing line and all that will still exist, and then we'll have the Accell stuff on top of it, and the other angles and the other sides that are within this company will also have their the ability to have that in there as well. So
Yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of people ask me as well, like is the name Nucleus and all the branding, or like for the names for the products, is everything going to change from like the beginning to end? No, it's what's happening here is that we are creating this, like Nino said, the super coin and a super company that has all these branches that were separate earlier, that had to cooperate with each other earlier, into under one group, and like bringing in the talents of each branch, talents of each person, talents of each group, and using them the best way possible. So those names, our OG names, the names will still exist, but moving forward, when you think of the token, when you think of the company, it will be Accel Defi. So Rekt name is not gonna go away. The Nucleus OG name is not gonna go away. Those will exist. The products will they have their names, but as a combination, as a company, as this one entity, it will be Accel Defi.
I have a question. Where do you guys see yourself in 3 months?
In 3 months. Oh man.
Juicy
Guys,
question. Love that.
yeah, that's a great one, right? So in 3 months, right, we should have everything all rolled out, at least the initial stuff, right? But the glory of having the Dextron and our Nucleus team and all the development that they bring is that we get to continue to build out products, right? So at that point, we'll be knee deep in the next set of products that are coming out, and the next levels of things that we're going to have under this Accell umbrella, right? I have some big plans, but I gotta make them. I want to solidify them before I announce them, right? Because they're exciting. I really want you guys to be able to use crypto as currency, and in your day-to-day life. So yeah, it is. It's super cool. There's some connections and some conversations I still have to have, and a bunch of paperwork I have to get filled out. But that's one of the long goals. And then hopefully by then we will be knee deep in getting all of that handled. So Accel's an evolving project because it's not a single use case. It's a startup incubator. It's a platform. It's a trading application. It's a marketing team, right? And because we have this ability to not just incubate people that want to build their own projects, we also get to all of these projects that I've wireframed out and built out, like in my head and written out over the last 6, 7, 8 months, right? We get to start building those, and they all get to be underneath this beautiful umbrella, right? So by then, I'm really hoping that we've got the games on board, and we're working through some of these NFT projects in less than 3 months. So that's the end goal. At least we'll say for the 3 months after launch. So.
And I think what we've talked about today in terms of business and business strategy and the products, that's just that's our baseline, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
Detail about the staking rewards. Nino mentioned the award of native tokens on the tokens that you're actually looking to invest in. So that's a part of the reward. But in addition to that, revenue is probably coming in Ethereum, BNB, Matic. Would that be distributed to holders proportionally as well?
Correct. Right. That's correct. And so one of the cool things that means is that if you have a problem getting, BNB or BSC, right? Because you'll be able to, have it staked over there on the BSC side, and you get that reward. Now you've got gas money to go play over there. So
So also, like for me, it's a real pain in the ass to get BNB and to trade BNB. So would you be able to bridge that to, swap to ETH or something?
So the way that a bridge has to function is you have to have liquidity pools on both sides of those, right? That's why bridges are such a pain in the butt for these. So if you want to bridge ETH to BNB or BSC, you need to have basically $1 million of ETH on one side and $1 million of BNB on the other side, right? So that the ETH goes into the pool on this side and the BNB comes out the other side, right? So we're going to bridge the native tokens since we have those. And then you'll be able to get a level of rewards on whatever's happening on that side.
Okay. I actually had one more thing. So until you do the conversion, what December 15th is it, or December 12th? I don't remember what the date was, but now you said it's based on your value. So it's your value going into that date. So if, we loaded up one of the tokens against two of the others, would that have any effect on your value on conversion, or is it pretty much a split pot at this point and everybody prospers?
Yep, a split pot, everybody prospers, right? You got one ETH on one, you got one ETH in Accell.
But that value goes down, like, as you watch the chart, people selling, like Nucleus took a few sells just now. Does that affect the Nucleus holders? Or does that affect all the holders?
That would just affect, say, Nucleus holders in that regard, right? Because it's the value of that token that goes in from when we take the snapshot.
Right. So if you hold one or two, but not all three, you're actually looking to push the value of those ones that you hold up against the other one, so that you have better leverage when conversion day comes.
I mean, I think owning all three is probably your best bet, right? Diversifying all the way out. We can't control the traders and the buyers and the sellers, so wherever you got the most, right, it's not really going to matter, right? If you've got one ETH on one and one ETH on another, or half ETH on one and one ETH on one, like it all goes into the same thing for your single address.
Thank you.
Yeah, with Accell, we taken out the choice, having to choose between Rekt, Nuke, and ROT already. So whichever token from those three you have, whichever token from those three you buy, you get the same benefits once Accell comes out, because all three are going to merge into one. And after Accell comes out with the staking and giving you guys rewards in the tokens that go through our launchpad and be marketed by our marketing services, being handled by Accell, we are also giving you guys the ability to not having to choose to invest in new tokens that come out. So you, by investing in Accell, you are in a sense investing in all those new tokens that are being handled by Accell as well. And that's something we've talked about from day one. So I'm really excited for that.
I stepped away for 10 minutes, so I apologize if you covered this, but there was talk of a CEX close to the launch date, the 15th of December. At what point do you think you'll be able to officially announce who that CEX is?
So it will be once they actually announce it, because if you've noticed, yeah.
So we have discussions going on with the directors of different CEX. So we can't just say a date, because it's not us, it's they decide the date and all the stuff. So we have different requirements before the CEX listing, and they just do like a feasibility study and all the stuff. So we made some phone calls. We had meetings with the directors. So I don't want to expose the names, because I don't think it's good idea. So They have some kind of requirements. We just give them, and we just do the audit for the contract, and that's pretty much. And there are different things. So the launch date, CEX, we can't tell the date. It's they that gonna tell us the date. So we can't promise the date, but as soon as we launch, we just start all the process. That's it.
Thanks. I have a follow-up question about tax. And again, I apologize if I missed this. Can you talk about what the tax is going to be under the new token, and also would it be possible to consider like a 24-hour transfer tax-free day? Because I'm sure I'm not the only person that has all of these tokens in multiple different wallets, and it would make it easier, with respect to swapping or staking, sorry, if I was able to combine all of my tokens, into one wallet. And besides, some of the wallets I use have been hit with, phishing scams and all kinds of stuff. So from a safety standpoint, I'd appreciate being able to move the tokens to another wallet. But obviously, I'm reluctant at the moment because I don't want to pay some exorbitant tax, to move the coins from one wallet to another or from several wallets to another wallet. So can you talk about the tax on the new token and potentially considering, a 24-hour transfer tax-free day so we can all combine tokens from multiple wallets to one wallet?
So, Ghost, correct me if I'm wrong, Nucleus has an adjustable tax, correct? Like you can change the tax on Nucleus?
No, he's talking about the fee on transfer. The fee on transfer is hard-coded on all 3 tokens. So, but the thing with Accell is the new token, we are going to make sure that there's no fee on transfer. So once you swap the new token, you'll be able to bring all your tokens together or share it into different wallets and all that stuff. That's one of the requirements of the, I think, central exchanges. But yeah, the Accell token would not have that fee on transfer on there. But since these tokens, the fee on transfer thing is hard coded as they were fair launch tokens. In fair launch tokens, fee on transfer is hard coded. So we can't currently change that. But with Accell, we have the ability to remove that, and we will be making sure that you get that. You have that chance to move things away from those wallets and separate them or bring those 3 supplies into one wallet. So yeah.
And so what is the tax going to be in Accell? Is it going to be 2%?
Currently, oops, God damn it.
The tokenomics are still currently being worked out in regards to the tax in the distributions.
Okay, but it was said previously that, to be a CEX listed coin, your tax has to be less than 2%. Does that still hold? So therefore it would be less than 2%?
Oh yeah. One of the glories is some CEXs require that. It's not all. And one of the nice things that we can do with this is, with the way the contract is being written, we can alter it for getting it to the CEXs, right? Because that's always their concern, is they're going to lose a bunch of tokens when it moves to them. So yes and no. The initial tax is currently looking at which will be 10%, with 5% going back to all of you guys, and then 5% going back into our abilities to build out the platform, pay for all of the development that's going to have to happen, right? Paying all of our developers and everything else. But the one really nice thing is that we're talking and discussing about the ability to, as the price and goes up, the tax going down, right? So that just is kind of what has happened, just based on how the real world works and spending funds, if that kind of makes sense. So currently all of these tokens are under that, but just after discussing, that was kind of where we were at least for the beginning. Now that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way.
I appreciate the honesty. Sorry, one final question. So originally there was talk of pre-staking the coin. But is that still on the table, or are we converting to the new coin and then doing the staking?
Bingo. Right, that one right there. And we're going to work out some more of those mechanics and exactly how that's going to function and what that looks like ahead of time. Right, so that it can be easier for you guys and maximize, your all's abilities to get in as early and make sure everything is functioning for you guys as it needs to. There's a few different ideas on the table right now on how best to do that. And we're going to work through that and figure it out. We've got all the different ideas pretty much already built out. But, it's just what's going to be the best for, I think right now we're sitting at like 2,200 or 2,500 unique holders across the coins.
I have staked before, and it's all about timing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We are looking at around 27,800 holders, close to 27,800. So 2,780 holders
okay.
across the 3 tokens. So I was going to reach me, and that's out of like 3,400 addresses. So that means we have a lot of like overlap too in these 3 tokens.
Oh, sorry, Wish. I just saw your message in the main chat. I apologize. A number of the products will be available at launch. Not all of them, obviously, right? Like the direct application might be there. I don't know. I've got to go with the development firm. And we're working through that. But yes, a significant number of the products will be available at launch. So I apologize. I didn't see your message in the chat.
I have another question for the group. I have a question about it.
Okay.
I'm heavily invested in the NFTs. I have a question about what's in store for the project.
For NFTs?
That's correct.
Oh, so with the NFT side, our like earlier vision about the NFT marketplace and like access NFTs. So those projects have been like in development for a while, and they are moving on. They are also coming under this Accel Defi umbrella, this Accel Defi banner. So all those projects we were talking about earlier in all these 3 tokens, they are combined into this one project. So none of those projects themselves are being dropped or cancelled or anything like that. They are all continuing the Nucleus NFT marketplace. It's under development already, and it will be coming online sometime in 2022 alongside the NFTs and everything. So all those projects are now going to be under the Accel Defi umbrella.
Ghost, somebody just asked in the main chat about the Dex Runner platform. They just asked if it's completely ready to go, and how soon those products will be rolled out.
So the Dex Runner platforms, the products themselves are going to follow that initial roadmap we released when we first went out, because that's the actual timelines of the products themselves. The launchpad and the leak locker, those are the ones that are going to be that's necessary for the new launching tokens. The other stuff like the wallet, the X-Ratio tools platform, and the NFT marketplace, all those products are going to follow that initial roadmap we had. And I think we are going to have the roadmap in the new white paper as well, right? So correctly. So
yes.
Yeah, so like that roadmap, that's the actual timeline for those products. So they will be following those products. We are not going to rush anything or cancel anything at all. They will all continue. But the only thing would be there's things that are being added to that roadmap. So once the new white paper comes, you will see the full scope of this project.
What happens to the other tokens when the Accell comes out?
Like the physical token itself, or?
Well, I guess with the contracts, like, will trading still continue on these contracts once Accell is?
Yeah, there won't be any real liquidity in there for trading, right? So, you know, you can't take a token off the chain once you put it on there. It's immutable, right? So the physical token and all that will still obviously exist because it can't not exist. So
Wouldn't people still be able to buy those tokens, though?
No, they won't be. Yeah.
Okay.
The trading on those tokens will stop once the swap is completed.
Okay. Thank you.
I want to ask a quick newbie question, and I apologize for the ignorance. I'm sure a lot of people have a better understanding of this. But when the swap happens, let's say hypothetically speaking, on December 15th, how would that really work if the trade is based on value, let's say on whatever amount of ETH you have? As people start swapping out, the value of Rekt, for example, will diminish quickly. So how would that work for those who swap later?
That's done with a formula that we take into account, like the total liquidity of each token and the total supply of each token. So, for example, say Or Treat has right at the moment around 71 ETH in their liquidity pool, and their supply was 6666. The number of supplies. So we take into account that liquidity pool, and when it comes to Nucleus, part of Nucleus liquidity is in a reserve. So Nucleus liquidity, there's 82 ETH plus that 58 ETH. It's like about 130 ETH in the Nucleus liquidity pool. So we take into account those liquidity and then the total supply of those tokens. So that formula is done in a way, no matter which token amount you hold, that ratio will make sure that you get that value of tokens. So the token numbers will be different, the token ratios will be different in each token, but you will still get the value of the tokens you hold.
Thank you.
One question: why not just airdrop the new access token?
Oh man. Well, so there's a number of reasons, and that may be kind of what ends up happening. Like I said, we're still working out the full mechanics and trying to figure out the exact best method to do this for all of you. But currently, the staking is how you get the rewards, right? So by swapping in, you immediately get, you know, over there, as opposed to, you know, having to airdrop everyone and do it in that fashion. It doesn't mean that's not that we won't do it in that manner, but we want to make sure that you guys get one, best opportunity, and then one, the most possible value that we can give, especially in relation to transaction costs for all of you guys. So we're not saying no to airdrops. It's just like, based on how the platform works, it may not be the best technical answer to do that for you guys. We'll have to, again, we're working through the full mechanics of what the most optimal way to do this is.
So we're less than 30 days away from the swap date. Are we positive that we're going to have all of the technical issues ironed out before then for this to happen on December 15th? If this news gets out and say value drops dramatically before then.
No, we have all the technical side built, right? Like it's there. It's just what's the best way to get it to you guys, right? Like
Understood.
which method, right? Do we
Yeah.
just swap straight into the staking contract, right? And you guys just boom, you're already staked, ready to go. Do we airdrop it and then make you guys transfer it into the staking contract? Do we, there's do we airdrop it? Like there's just a lot of different technical ways to do this, and it's okay. What's the most efficient and effective for you guys to do it?
I
Right?
understand. Thank you for answering that.
Yep. All right, guys. Anybody else got anything?
Can you talk about the different staking options? You said something about a year or 2 years.
We're working through some of those options, right? And there is a conversation about a longer staking option providing greater rewards. These are numbers and variables, so they're easy for us to adapt what's already there into it. And we'll have a full write-up for that and exactly what the options are as soon as we have done all the math that goes behind it to determine what's kind of the best for all of you guys. Again, like that's the end answer, right? Is that you guys have been with us for whether it's a month, 6 weeks, 3 months, whatever. We want to make sure that it is the best for you guys, right? Like number one. So you don't want to just oh, here's everything and here's exactly what's going to happen, and then realize that, oh man, we could have done this in a much more efficient manner. Right now we've got 3 or 4 different conversations on how that's going to function and which one's going to be the best. And I'm really freaking excited about them because some of them are really cool and some of them are taking this DeFi stuff that we're doing with these little coins to what is like seed level style investment, as if you were those seed investors into these big projects that a lot of people just don't have access to because they're either they don't know they're there, they don't have the capital to get in, etc. Right? And this is a thing that I do on the outside with other startups is architect this style of tokenomic. So I'm bringing some of those ideas and that concepts into this. All right. Anybody got anything else?
So I'm looking at the chart, and all 3 of them, have taken a pretty significant decline in the past hour. What is the incentive to hold now and not just buy in last minute just before launch?
I mean, that's up to you, right? So the incentive right now is to get in here, get in on a lower token price, and get in before we take our snapshot and do everything, right? Yeah. And to hang on. And I know Nucleus is running its own whatchamacallit for it.
Can I kind of chime in? That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you sound really far away though, bud. Can you get closer to the mic?
Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so
there you go.
A lot of people who they're new to this, new to charts and stuff like that. So everything I'm seeing, like I called this the price to double around a ninth. And people were like, oh, I really hope so. And it's just basic chart reading with Rekt and stuff like that. And as soon as it got there, it's starting to retrace and it's going to come back to its high that it made before. A lot of people, novice traders, they see that, they get out. It's the rush to the top and then they jump out. Well, Rekt is at its inception. And I think I see all these questions coming in. You just have to own one coin. I understand that. It's kind of like forking, like Ethereum did, Bitcoin did, where you got all these different Bitcoins, and if you held it at an exchange, the people would, the people who did the forking, you would own all 3, but you didn't have to own all 3. You just had to own one. And it's people. Everybody just has to understand. If you own all Rekt, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're going to own all three once you all implement all the different constructs of this. What's the name of this?
Accell.
Accell.
Am I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I explaining this correctly?
Well, all three are going to turn into one.
All three are going to turn into one. So you only have to own one. Okay.
Yep.
And that's the conception that everybody has to understand here. So, if you own all three, it's going to turn into one. So the market cap is going to explode. It's going to become a lot bigger. So if everyone just here understands that concept, get in, don't jump out, don't get fearful, don't get scared, just continue your same path. Because if you're smart, you're in at the inception of Rekt. Okay, Nucleus is doing their own thing. If I'm pronouncing it right, Accell.
Accell.
Nucleus.
Accell. Okay, Accell, Nucleus, Rekt. Right now they're all doing their own thing, but now they're going to combine. When you have two companies combined, what do? They grow. When you have three companies combined, they grow. Well, market cap's going to get bigger. That's going to expand the company. They're going to come together. Then something is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. And it's just like when and I'm just going to use this as an example. When I staked crypto.com, I made a lot of money, and then I traded crypto.com again. As soon as, and I don't know if anybody is into the entertainment industry, as soon as they partnered with UFC, their coin exploded from down to 17 cents to 50 cents immediately. So what everybody here has got to understand is what's going to happen is this company is going to go through the roof. So people don't have to get worried. What they should be worrying about is let's invest more, okay? Not to get freaked out and think, oh my God, I'm going to have to pay gas fees and this and that. This is what Rekt and these other companies are going to try and alleviate and work on. And it's just don't get so wrapped up in all of these other things. Allow them to work their intricacies on the back end, because they've obviously partnered up with people that are even smarter than they are, and that's what they had mentioned in the beginning. Okay, they're partnering up with people that do things that they don't know how to do, and that is the process of doing business. I'm not a marketer. When I was earlier in my trading career, I partnered up with people who did marketing because I'm not a marketer. I'm not good with certain things, but I can trade my ass off. I can analyze charts. I can do certain things. But what everybody here has just got to understand is just stay in, hold, don't get worried. These people are going to fix issues that have not been dealt with before in the DeFi community. And it's just going to bring more money, and it's going to push this market into a lot better era. And that's why I feel, Shiba topped out at something like it had 4 zeros in front of it. I don't even know the technical jargon about it. It times 10,000 or whatever you want to call it. They had 4 zeros in front of it and went to 847 or whatever. I feel because this company, they're partnering with two other tokens and they're doing these other things. It's going to surpass Shiba. Well, I know how to trade. That's why I am going to do my damnedest to purchase as much Rekt and get involved with this company as much as I possibly can, because I already see the potential. And those
and I'll
of you
add
who,
something to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and I think what our community needs to understand is this is DeFi is a really small. Whenever you look at crypto in its entirety, it's a really small space. Our goal is to outgrow DeFi. Our goal is to take this company to the masses, and to provide technology and utility for crypto as a whole. Our goal is not to just stay in the Telegram world and and we wanted to bring that and start it here because we feel like we can create a foundation of a strong community. And a lot of times, especially when you look at the large projects, it's the community that builds it, and we can then outgrow this space. But our entire goal and our vision is to outgrow, get on these central exchanges, and become a much larger project in our future. So we've already talked as a team where, we are so excited to start, but beyond excitement, we're committed to each other long term. Everything that we've discussed is all long term, 1, 2, 3 year plans and where we expect to be. And, we're going to come out with the white paper and the roadmap for you guys to read about, but our goal is not to stay here. If you guys get in now and join on the ride from this platform and from this early entry point, that's awesome. I wish everybody the best, and I'm going to be so happy to see you guys on the way up. But our goal is to go mass market and take all of this technology mass market as well. I mean, we're talking about a lot of things rolled into one. Some of the things that you guys are hearing about today are on single projects that are over $100 million market cap. We just announced to you guys that we're taking multiple levels of this, merging them all together, and putting it all under one umbrella. So we don't think we're going to be very small for very long. As soon as some of the products start coming out and we put the team together, and that's the most important part, is the team, not only marketing, but putting together a sales team for all the products, putting together the right team to focus on strategy building, on content creation, and then people networking. We're actually going to all be attending crypto conferences, meeting with different investors outside of DeFi, and giving them a way to enter this space. And whenever you do that, you offer an entry point of millions of dollars into your project, and that's what we're looking to do. So I love that we're starting in this space, and I love that you guys are here for it now, but our goal is to outgrow it pretty quickly.
Can I just add something? I'm no crypto expert at all, but I'm very familiar with the saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. And essentially that is what has happened today, is that people knew there was going to be euphoria and a climb in the price today. And so they got in early. And as soon as this voice chat started, they all started selling. And that is a very old, you can Google it, it's a very old saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. And that's essentially what has happened today.
Yeah, no, it did happen, but a lot of people don't understand the news is the issue. But we're not surprised. We're not worried about it. All we're going to do is keep working, keep releasing products that bring value, and that revenue is going to be insane coming back to this project. So I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not a guy, or any of our founders or guys that are just going to sit here and look for sellers, and it's not going to matter soon. There's going to be so much mass market on this project that none of these 2, 3 ETH sells all at once. That's not really going to matter. So we're looking to go mass market. We're looking to go on a big scale, central exchanges, and create mass amount of revenue for our holders quickly, and doing it in a way where we can rapidly build more products and more innovation. And I mean, there's gaming coming, there's NFTs, there's all kind of things that are going to directly benefit the consumer and our holders. So we're not too worried.
One more thing I was thinking about, I was just thinking about it when Nino said that we are going to go not just focus on the market, we are not just focusing on crypto, we are focusing on actual real world applications. So one thing this is something I didn't even know until I got into this team. It turns out the people that are responsible for implementing crypto protocols in these certain governments around the world, they are on this team. So that shows where this Accel Defi is going to end up in. I know that I'm not going to name names, but those people that are responsible for implementing those protocols are on this team. If that is not an indicator of where Accel Defi is going to go, I don't know what it is.
All right, next up.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Aside from the kind of bigger bag holders right now,
Yeah.
I think you guys touched on it earlier in this AMA that you might have had some other investors lined up for when the platform launches. Do you have when you're saying investors, are you talking about like crypto whales, or do you have like businesses looking to invest?
Matt, you want to take that one?
The question is, sorry, I was like looking away at DM. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're just asking like where are these investors coming from, or who are they are? Is that what the question was? I apologize.
Yeah, I know. Like basically, the question is: you have your investors you have now, you know, current bag holders. Do you have any future or soon to become investors lined up, like whales or business
Yes.
investment? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I have been traveling a lot lately. Anybody that knows me or follows me knows that like I've been on the road a lot, and that has been a heavy part of that. Has been talking to different equity, like private equity, VC, angel level guys, and just people through my business partners that want to get into crypto but don't understand it, and they're looking for this. You know, so you know, it is coming, and we've already got a decent amount of hard commits and a pretty decent amount of soft commits as well, that are coming, and those will, you know, one, help add to liquidity across the chains, two, add to development, you know, costs, and add to, you know, the cost for some of the marketing that, you know, we can't do in-house because, you know, you still have to pay for some of this stuff, right? And there's a whole tokenomics and stuff that goes behind how that functions for them. So if anybody has people like that that want to get in, please feel free to shoot me a message. Make sure to like at me in one of the chats and tell me to check my DMs. My Telegram is actually, I've had to delete a bunch of chats because I ran out of the number of chats that Telegram allows. I didn't know that was possible. So
Sounds good. All right, thanks for
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, are you guys going to announce sometime soon the actual date of conversion, or is this all speculation at this point?
We will announce it. Yep. When we have a firm hard date, we will announce it. Right.
Cool. Sounds
You know,
good.
one thing that I want to add is everybody's sitting here waiting for a date, saying, "Oh, you know, when is it going to happen?" Oh, well, hey, the price fluctuation. Look at the charts. Go look at them and see what they've done from then until now, and you'll see that they've done nothing but, you know, forward movement. So you can take that risk and you can say, "Oh, well, I'll wait till it gets closer." But you're not the only one with that opinion. So take your chances if you want. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, numbers don't lie. Look at the charts.
Yeah, I've actually been holding for a long time now, so I'm in it to win it.
Yeah, guys, we are too, and we're not going to stop working, and we're gonna do our best to bring the best product and deliver the best product to you guys. So with that, I just want to thank everybody for jumping on tonight. I know it was a Friday night, but there wasn't a day that we could have done this earlier with everything that needed to be accomplished and signed off on. So we thank you guys for the voice chat. I encourage everybody just to kind of meet our new team and ask questions. We're not running away from any of them. We're here to help you guys understand the project more in its entirety, and we're here to build something amazing and you guys are at the forefront of that. So super grateful for everybody that can make it tonight. I know it's a Friday night. I hope you guys go enjoy the rest of your night. And if there's anything you guys ever need, just please reach out to us, and everybody be safe. Thank you so much.
I do have one more question.
After that speech? No, I'm just kidding. Go
I
ahead.
do. I do. One more question. Does anybody know what
Yeah,
the
go.
starting price of Accell is going to be, or Accell?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. That was my only question.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, man. You take care. Thanks for everything.
Now I got to do it all over. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe.
Great news. Bye.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye.
Hope you guys have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Thanks for everything.
Good night, everyone.